Let's continue the fantasy conversation. And Tyler, we're going over to daily fantasy baseball. We want to know who are the best teams to target for starting pitching.
Yeah, I think we have a good enough sample size now to determine which offenses we want to target. And in daily fantasy, you look first at the pitcher, but close second you look at the matchup. And sometimes the best way to win or differentiate your lineup is go with a pitcher who is not a Chris Sale or a Clayton Kershaw, but go with a guy who's taking on an offense like these three. San Diego, I think, is the best offense to target right now. No matter who's pitching against them, they have the 28th K rate and the 28th runs per game this season. The Tampa Bay Rays, they'll score a little bit. 4.5 runs is right around league average, but they have the highest K rate in all of Major League Baseball. 26.5% of their outs come via strikeout. And the Oakland A's, they're a team that last year, they've never scored a lot in the past few years, but last year they didn't strike out a lot. This year they are striking out a lot. So the Padres are the best offense to target. The Rays, because in fantasy baseball, you score with strikeouts. And the team that strikes out more than any in baseball is the Tampa Bay Rays. It is worth the dice to roll on a starting pitcher against the Rays because he could run into an abnormal amount of Ks against that squad. And then the Oakland A's. On the flip side, teams like the Boston Red Sox, we never want to target them because they have a lot of great depth in that lineup. Sure. Even though they haven't lived up to the billing of the last few years when David Ortiz was anchoring that order, they strike out fewer than any team in Major League Baseball. The Mets are down there. Even a team like the San Francisco Giants, you think they're struggling. Let's target pitchers against the San Francisco Giants because they're likely to get that 4-point win bonus, but they don't strike out a lot. That's not an offense that's going to go up there and swing and miss at pitches. So the Padres, the Rays, and the A's in that order. When you start building your daily fantasy lineups, look and see who is pitching against those teams. If it is a Chris Sale, duh, plug him in. You almost plug him in against anyone. Down. But even if it is a guy like, say, a Chase Anderson or a Robbie Ray, someone who has a pretty good K rate, 20% or more, that's going to get boosted taking on teams like this that strike out more than any in Major League Baseball.